Beloved, thank you for allowing me into your special and private places. Thank you for allowing me to share this moment with you. The only reason for coming before you tonight or this afternoon or whenever you're receiving this message is because I wanted to say thank you. Just a few weeks ago, a young man, one of the pastors in this Episcopal District, Dr. Michael Cousin, and I were talking, and he reminded me as we were talking that this coming Sunday represents for the people of the Second Episcopal District primarily, and many churches all over the country. It marks the 1 year stage of having the church doors closed. That within itself is different for many of us. Nobody could have imagined that we would have been in this pandemic as long as we have been. And while we have been in the pandemic, we've had to struggle with so many other issues. Social issues, economic issues, racial injustice issues, and all of them, the church has mounted a campaign to make sure they were speaking to the needs of people and communities. I'm so grateful to be a part of African Methodism, and I'm so grateful to be attached to you, the people that I've seen in so many ways who have stepped up to the plate in the midst of need. You have managed to do things that otherwise would not have been done if you had not been there. You may not be in the New York Times or even registered in the Washington Post. You may not even be recognized in your own community newspapers or on the air. But without you, there would have been families that could not have eaten. Without you, there would have been families that would have been put out of their homes. Without you, there would have been persons who would have felt helpless and hopeless. Without you, my brothers and sisters, whatever contribution you've made, God knows it was one for the need for that moment. I want to thank every one of our personnel, every clergy person everywhere in the Second Episcopal District for what you have brought to the table in leadership. But not only that, I know we lead, and we should be leaders. But thank God for empowering the saints for ministry. All of the wonderful laypersons throughout this Episcopal District who were out there on the line serving the food, who were out there passing out the bag lunches, who were out there distributing the boxes, who were out there giving away the cards, who were out there doing so many things. In the midst of dealing with the pandemic, you were also making sure that we were going to the polls to vote. You were already speaking power or speaking words to power. You were already messaging our community that it was time to stand up. You have supported every cause that is worthy in this country, and particularly through the Second Episcopal District. I am so proud of you. I can't not say it enough. Thank God that in the midst of closed doors, the church never closed. How can you close the heart of people who have a heart of God? How can you close the mouth of people who have the voice and the message of holiness? How can you close the ears of persons who want to hear what God has to say? The church never, ever closed. And thank God, I'm here to tell somebody that the church still yet lives and it's still functional. Anybody who goes and has gone through this experience and failed to understand that in the midst of everything else, that there is a God. I don't care what you say, there is a God. And so as we began 4 years ago with these bracelets and talking about, I dare you to trust him, I end this message on continuing to say, I dare you to trust him. Trust him more than the vaccine. Trust him more than CNN. Trust him more than MSNBC. I dare you to trust God. When you do, he'll show up and he'll show out. I'm a living witness. The church never closed. It still yet lives. God bless you and thank you.